Okay, so today we're going to go ahead and we are going to model this isometric object in Onshape, and then we're going to also, the second video for this object, we're going to be creating a multi-view drawing with proper dimensioning for it. So let's go ahead and get started, and in this first video, we're going to build this object. All right, so the first thing is we need to figure out how are we going to actually draw this object. And if you noticed, I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way to do it. So I think to myself, is there a side that I can currently draw and then kind of like extrude all the way through? And if you notice, I'm going to click on my tool really quick and click on a colored pen. There we go. Or even a highlighter. If I draw the outline of this side right here that I'm drawing in yellow, if you notice, that same shape goes all the way through. So I will be starting to draw this kind of almost L shape, turned L shape, and then I'll be extruding it out. And then what I will do after that is then add in this middle piece in the middle. Okay, so that's how we're going to approach it. Before I get started, I also want to recognize that this side that's highlighted in yellow is on the right side. So I'm going to be starting a sketch on this right side plane. And I don't like drawing when there's all these planes. So right now, the nice thing is I'm going to go ahead and hide the other plane so I can only see this right plane. And then I'm going to view that right plane straight on. I'm going to move it over a little bit and I'm going to bring back my video so that I can kind of draw and estimate the values out. So if you notice, I'm going to go ahead, grab a pen really quick, and I am going to measure out this bottom horizontal line, which it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4 across horizontally. I'm going to have this point right here. That's going to be my origin. Okay, so I'm going to go 4 to the left, 1 up, and then 3 back. So here we go. Start at my origin, go horizontally. It doesn't look like 4, but you see how that box popped up? So I can actually just type in 4 and hit enter. And now from there, I can go up, click once. There's a box around the dimension, so I'm going to click 1, hit enter. Now I'm going to continue, and I wanted this to go about 3. There you go, close as I can, and then I'll type in, literally I'll just type 3 and hit enter, and there's the distance of 3. Now I don't remember how far I need to go up, so I'll go back to my drawing. Let's check it out. It goes up 1, 2, over 1, up 1 again, okay? So that means I'm going to go up 2, type in 2, hit enter. Now I'm going to bring this view down a little bit. I'm going to go to the left about 1, type in 1, then I'm going to go up 1 again, click to make the line stay, type in 1, hit enter, and then it went back this way about 2, click that, type in 2, literally I just typed it in, okay? And now I should be able to connect this directly. Awesome. And that was a distance of 4. Let's double check on our drawing. Yep, it goes down 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? And if you notice, on Onshape, it's now shaded, and that means it is completely closed. And what's awesome is the whole thing is correct, meaning the dimensions are correct, and we did it along the way. So these are the shortcuts that you'll start to find out. All right, so now I'm done with that sketch. Now I also want to change it so I can see the isometric so that I can see the extrusion. And now I would like to extrude this shape. This shape. I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to reverse the direction. And now I need to figure out how far. And remember, each grid that we're going to be using is going to be 1 inch. So it's going to go back 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to go back 4 inches, hit enter, and that looks about right, and the green check. Now I'm going to go and hide this right view, and if you notice, that's getting pretty close. The last thing we need to add is that little kind of rib in the middle. We could use this. I'm going to also show you another way right now. And it is, what we need to do is we need to add a plane that's in the middle. Because if I look at my drawing, move this view over. If you look at the drawing, you can tell that this piece in the middle, it goes over 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm even going to use a different color so that you can see it a little bit better. but here's the middle point, right? And it goes about a half a length this way and a half a length this way, but it's in the middle, right? So what I need to do is I need to create a plane that's in the middle here in order to kind of draw this feature in here. So I'm going to use this tool right here, planes. I'm going to click on it. And if you notice, there's all these entities. You could use an offset, but we're not going to use an offset. I'm going to use a mid plane. And what that means is I need a mid plane in between this plane. I'm going to rotate it and this plane. And if you notice what pops up, but this plane that's directly in the middle. Awesome, check, that's what I wanted, right? And now I can create a sketch and then click on this plane, new plane that I created, and now I can draw things directly on that plane, okay? So I'm going to go to this right side view, and now what I would like to do is I'm going to actually project and use a side. So you see this tool right here, this is also a new tool called Use or Project Convert. So I'm going to use this. Why? Because I want to project this side, and also this side onto that plane. And if you notice, if I kind of rotate it to see, now you can see these dark lines, okay? It created those lines for me so that I don't have to redraw them, right? So click here. Now all I need to do is connect these 2 points, because if I look at my drawing, it just connects directly from this top edge down here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this line, click on that endpoint, and I'm going to click on this endpoint, and it's shaded. That means it's a closed shape. So we can actually extrude after this. But before I do, I have to finish the sketch by clicking on that green check mark. I'm going to make sure to click on this isometric view here. If yours is all kind of twisted around, know that you can also go here and you can click on that isometric view, and then it will give you that orientation, okay? So now I can click extrude, I can click on this shape, and if you notice, it's all going to one side, but we want it in the middle, right? This plane that we created was in the middle. Don't worry. You can actually click here. We don't want blind, but we want a symmetrical extrude. And right now the whole symmetrical extrude is a distance of 1. And let's check out our drawing. If you notice, it was half this way and half a distance that way. A half plus a half is 1. So that 1 that's right in there is correct. And we can actually go ahead and click OK. And there is our new shape. I'm going to go ahead and hide this plane. And there is our isometric object. It looks pretty cool. All right, next video is going to show us how to create a multi-view drawing with dimensions of this object.